Hello, my name's Godfree Roberts and I wrote the book Curing Meralgia Paresthetica. And I just want to give you a few quick tips on diagnosis. If you're not sure that you have it, it might be that you don't. So let's hope not. Here we go. The first thing is, if your pain is radiating from your back down, then it's probably not meralgia. That's a quick way to distinguish between meralgia and other kinds of back-related pain. Here are the main symptoms. The first one is pain, numbness, tingling, burning, stinging, even cooling, often itching or aching in the front of your thigh or your outer thigh, your groin, and your buttocks. As long as it's not caused by actual physical trauma, like, being hit by a baseball bat, for example. That's probably not meralgia. The next one is that the lower back or hip pain moves around. Sometimes it's in your backside, sometimes it's in your hip, sometimes it's in your thigh. It never quite stays in one place for more than half a day. Another common one is it feels like multiple bee stings. They come and go, they move around in little patterns, but basically you've got little bee stinging pain, and usually on the outside of your thigh. Another cause of pain is if your thigh is touched or tapped lightly. Particularly tapping, I find, is extremely painful, and that's probably meralgia. Another symptom is if you're super sensitive to heat. For example, if warm water from your shower could feel like burning. If you have heightened sensitivity to touch on the outer thigh altogether, just, that you feel like rubbing it, for example, and it's usually on one side of the body, then that's a symptom of meralgia. Numbness, if your outer thigh or your calf feels numb, that's another possible symptom of meralgia. By the way, what you're doing is building up a pattern here. You're not looking for, there is no one symptom of meralgia. There's no magic bullet. You're going to have to look for at least 2 or 3 to make sure that it is meralgia. Another one is the skin of your outer thigh might be painfully sensitive to touch. Pain anywhere from your hip, your groin, your buttocks, your knee, that tends to move around. Pain that comes and goes, that's usually strongest at night for some reason and diminishes by day. Or here's another that's quite common, a constant weakness in the leg that's affected. If you find your leg tends to buckle under you, that's a symptom of meralgia. Hair loss on your outer thigh. It may be because you're just rubbing it all the time, but hair loss is very common. You may find that pain or numbness gets worse if you sit and straighten your leg, or if you stand for long. Sitting might relieve your pain. The more reliable way I've found for pain relief is to lie on your back with your leg in the air, and that usually means putting your bed near a wall so you can rest your leg on the wall while it's elevated, but that can be a big help. So I hope these symptoms are a useful guide for you. If you do think you have meralgia, then I really urge you to buy the book, Curing Meralgia Paresthtica. It's got tons of tips for what drugs to use and what to avoid and what exercises will help and what makes it worse, and all the tricks of the trade so that you can get through your meralgia paresthetica with as little pain as possible. So click the link below. You can get a free sample of the book to look at it yourself, or just go straight to Amazon and download it. It's very inexpensive. I priced it very low so that people could afford it. And if you have any questions, drop me a line.